Hey everyone! Here at Ludio, we just released a feature that lets you play multiple games in parallel, almost like breakout rooms. And in this video, I wanted to show you exactly how that works. So, most games on Ludio have a minimum number of players that you need and a maximum number of players that you need. So, for example, there's a game on Ludio called Lexicon, and Lexicon allows a maximum of 8 players in the game. But let's say you have more than 8 players and you still want to play Lexicon. What will Ludio do as a result? Well, now Ludio will split you into multiple calls where each group in that call is playing Lexicon independently, which is super cool. So here's how that works. The first thing you have to decide is, if you're hosting the call, do you want to be a player in one of those games, or are you more of an organizer role and you want to be able to hop back and forth between the different rooms just to make sure that everyone is doing all right? Everyone is figuring out the game and having fun. So let me show you the situation where you are an organizer. You don't want to play necessarily, but you do want to be able to hop between the rooms to make sure everyone's having a good time. So you can click start, and this is important. You have to make yourself not a player. So if you're not a player, then you'll have this ability to hop back and forth between the multiple rooms that are created. Let's imagine that there are a total of 10 people who want to play, right? So these 2 accounts plus I'm adding 8 fake players. And let's say that they're playing Lexicon, which allows a maximum of 8 players. You'll see that Lexicon now says multiple rooms, which means it's going to split you up into multiple rooms. And if you click next, it'll reiterate that, and let's start the game. All right, so I'm not playing, so where am I? Well, I'm basically in the lobby, and there are 2 new rooms that have been created, and people are playing Lexicon in those rooms right now. So how do we get to those rooms? Well, we can join a game. So if we click join a game, it'll tell us in room 1, just ignore this, there are fake players, so it doesn't count them correctly, but I imagine there's 5 in each room. So in room 1 there's 5 people playing Lexicon, and in room 2 a different group of people are playing Lexicon. So let's see if we join this room. I do not want to become a player, that's important. And okay, sure, I don't want to change my mind, but this is the first room, and 5 people are playing Lexicon. I'm just a spectator, and I jump in and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, it's going great. And great, so let me see how the other room is doing. So let me return to the lobby, and let me join another game. Let me join room 2. And here are the other 5 players who are playing Lexicon. Great, so I can hop back and forth, it's no problem, and I can always return to the lobby if I need to go to the other room. And I can have more than 2 rooms. If I have 30 people playing Lexicon, there might be 5 rooms or 6 rooms, so I can keep going back to the lobby and then go to the room that I want. Finally, when everything is said and done, you want to call people back, even if they're in the middle of the game. You have 30 minutes allocated for this, and now it's time to stop. You can end all the games from here. So you click end all games. In their respective rooms, everyone will get a message that you're ending their games, and those rooms will end within 5 seconds. And once you've ended those games, everyone comes back into the call, and you're back to where you started. Everyone's in the lobby. So we're hoping that with this multiple games in parallel feature, we can accommodate really, really large groups while splitting those groups up into smaller groups so that they can stay engaged, have fun, and play some of our best games, which are designed for those small player counts anyway. So that's the multiple games feature. We hope you like it, and we hope it makes running games for a large group a lot easier. Thanks so much.